I was born in, well, actually Edina, Minnesota. Little chubby guy. Good looking though already. My dad grew up in St. Louis Park and my mom grew up in the farm country. So it's kind of a mix of the city life and the farm life. They met in a grocery store parking lot and my mom drove over my dad because he was trying to save the spot. My mom said nope, drove him over and parked there anyway. I was a shy little kid, bright blonde hair, really timid. My mom always told me, she's like, come on Ryan, you gotta quit being so shy. You got a mouth, use it. Things have changed. Now I do use it.
And it was around that time that I met Ryan.
Well, I would say I was interested right away, but I didn't know anything about her really.
It wasn't a very good first meeting. Emily and I were out one night relaxing after being at work. We were catching a cab home.
And was getting into the cab with a friend of mine.
And Ryan gets in the cab also because he's going to the same group of friends' house.
I figured we'd split the tab.
Turned around, he asked me what my name is.
She's beautiful.
And I said my name is Rikki.
I go, Rikki? Well, what is Rikki short for?
He said, oh, does anybody ever call you Richard or Dick?
Well, she didn't like that. She kind of turns around from the front seat and gives me this glare.
You know what I'm talking about.
I was a little bit offended. I get a little sassy when I have a couple of drinks. I had a few choice words for her.
Like, God, this girl's got an attitude. It was Rochelle.
And that was actually
Pretty much how we met.
She gives me with a sweet perm like my mom's. I used to have Mandy do my hair and try to get it as high as she could back in the 80s, you know, the 80s look. This is my pouty look. My full name is Rochelle Ann Sparring. I grew up in Esco, Minnesota, just south of Duluth. Living in Esco was adventurous. We lived on a lot of land, playing in the mud, riding our big wheels, climbing trees, t-ball, using rocks as the bases. It was very carefree. I love dance. I did jazz, I did tap, and then as I got a little older, point. I kind of grew out of it, I think. After that, it was karate. Here's me accepting my yellow belt. Karate is kind of similar in that sense, and discipline.
You needed a lot of that.
I played softball all through middle school and high school. Band. And I played the trumpet in band. I never really stayed put in one activity. I would get bored and move on to the next.
Growing up with her, she was difficult.
I have one sister, Mandy.
I had to hold back from strangling her.
I like to live on the edge, shall we say.
Ricky's got a really big heart. She definitely had the middle child syndrome.
And I have one little brother, Dan. He's our little big brother. He's like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Let me show you this wrestling move that I just learned. And he'll like twist you around like a pretzel. My mom's name is Carol. She kind of wears the pants in the family, I would say. Dinner at our table is, you know, it's a little non-traditional. She always has good advice. She is a very loving person. She tends to talk a lot sometimes, but I love my mom very much. She takes really good care of all of us.